And I think it is important that we have a political response and that we have an understanding between France and the United States. For me, this is the future that we need to work towards. The work that we've been carrying out over these past few weeks and that we've been working on today and speaking about today is an opportunity for us to clarify what we mean by European sovereignty, European defense, and what European defense can bring to world peace. And together we want to be able to strengthen strategic partnerships, coordination between NATO and the European Union, because we believe strongly in both of those organizations. So we have spoken at great length, and we have been able to clarify a number of points, such as the European strategy in the Indian Pacific region and our willingness to cooperate in that area. Third, and I would like to highlight this point, I would like to thank President Biden's decision to focus on coordinating our efforts to tackle terrorism. In particular, France's involvement in the Sahel region with its European partners, and over the past few weeks, President Biden took a concrete decision in terms of operations. And our armies have already been able to benefit from that support. Together, we have also come to a head on a number of bilateral agreements in terms of weapons trading, renewable energies and nuclear power, on space, and also on some of the most high-tech technologies out there. And we wanted to continue to focus on industry, regulation, and fostering development in those domains. We also spoke about a number of major multilateral topics, such as the climate, the digital world, health, as we will see as being the heart of the debate at the G20. And we also spoke more about increased weapons controls, which is still a fundamental topic. So this is the fruit of the work that we have carried out over these past few weeks. To some extent, these are concrete decisions that have been made that come to support action and initiatives that have been carried out together between our two nations. And it is testament to the trust that we have between our two nations. President, thank you very much for all of the work that we have been able to do over these past few weeks, and also for being here today.
Well, let me state the obvious. We have no older or no more loyal or no more decent ally than France. You've been with us from the beginning. You're the reason, in part, why we became an independent country. As a matter of fact, we're trying to run this down, but my father always told me, and I have a little medallion, but I've not followed up, that my name is Robinet, my middle name. Some of our French relatives came, I'm told, over with Lafayette and didn't go home. And so, all kidding aside, there's a strong affection, a sense of loyalty and commitment to France. And there is no place in the world where we can't work together and cooperate. France is value added no matter where it is, and that's how we view it. And so, you know, whether it's the Sahel, we're working together, and you're carrying the burden on dealing with terrorism in that part of the world, or our attitude toward what happens in other areas, from our partnership when we were in Afghanistan together to today. And so I want to get something clear in front of all the press. We view you as an incredibly valuable, serious partner. Article 5 means everything to us. You're there for us, we'll be there for you, and there's a lot more work we can do together. Guaranteed. No, don't thank me, thank you. Thank you.
Is the relationship repaired?
You're asking me? The answer is, I think What happened was, to use an English phrase, what we did was clumsy. It was not done with a lot of grace. I was under the impression certain things had happened that hadn't happened. But I want to make it clear, France is an extremely valued partner, extremely, and a power in and of itself. And so I don't know any reason that we have the same value system.
What did you think had happened that had not happened?
I was under the impression that France had been informed long before that the deal was not going through. I, honest to God, did not know you had not been. But having said that, look, there's too much we have done together, suffered together, celebrated together, and valued together for anything to really break this up. And the world, look, we're at one of those inflection points in world history. Things are changing. The pieces on the board are moving. And it happens every some 50 to 75 years. It's happening. I want to be on the same board that France is on.
I think we clarified a lot of things. I think we clarified what we clarified together what we had to clarify. The U.S. was not the only party at stake, as President further said. And now what's important is precisely to be sure that such a situation will not be possible for our future. Stronger coordination, stronger cooperation. But for me, what's important is that we built during the past weeks some very concrete actions in order to strengthen the partnership in Sahel, this clarification between what European defense means and how this is completely compatible with NATO, what European sovereignty means and how it is important for global security. And this is an extremely important clarification. Plus, we launched a series of cooperations, as I mentioned. So for me, what really matters now is what we will do together in the coming weeks, the coming months, the coming years.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Let's go, everyone. Thank you so much. Thank you. Let's go. Thank you. Come on, guys. Let's go.
He's very
Thank you.
efficient.
Thank you. Thank you.
So,
Come on, you guys. Thank you.
this villa was built by the Secretary of State of the Pope in the 18th century.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, and it's called Bonaparte because it was one of the young daughters of Bonaparte.